Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course. Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you. Another offering. Off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks. Sampler review series of videos I've been doing for a little while now. Go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff, then, folks, I'm going to talk about stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff. That time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie. I definitely could use something to help uplift my mood, and I think this will do that. But we'll get to it. Folks, it's super simple format. I'm going to go over there, I'm going to try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm yammering on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm inside my truck. Whilst I'm doing all that, folks, I'm wearing grody work clothes. Typically, when I'm inside the truck and I'm wearing grody work clothes, that means I was on my way home from work. I found some shit to review for you. And that's definitely the case today. I actually had no real intention of making my way out to grab this today. It was sort of just not exactly a happy accident, but just kind of things lined up, properly. Because I was gonna go over there and go out to a Wendy's, get myself some breakfast, and sure enough. But yeah, I was at work doing work-related stuff. Had a bit of a crappy run at work, as you do some days. And normally I would go out and get myself a nice frozen treat, but in this instance, I was like, I'm just going to get some breakfast. Well, close enough to the Wendy's that I decided to stop at, there happened to be a Menards. And if you're unfamiliar, Menards is a big chain of hardware stores, and they also carry some interesting food items sometimes. So, what did I buy from Menards? Boom! But what is this? It is from Marcella. This is their Gourmet Maraschino Cherry Cola Italian style soda. Let's get a thing for a thing here real quick. It looks so fancy. Just kind of, yeah, we'll just do it like this. Sure, man. So, I love cherries. As a kid, I was kind of obsessed with them. Up until I found pineapple, then pineapple supplanted everything. But yeah, man, like, this has got to be good, right? So, let's find out. And hopefully it'll, like I said, kind of uplift my mood a little bit. Some days work just kicks you in the nuts, and you're just like, oh, okay. That's what getting kicked in the nuts feels like again. I'd forgotten. Ooh, that's very sweet smelling. Let's give it a go. Sometimes life just keeps kicking you in the nuts. That's not that great. It's okay, but it's nowhere near as good as I was hoping. Yeah. Yeah, no, okay, it's in date. I was like, sometimes you get a funky soda and it's, just a little bit too long in the tooth. There is no bite to this whatsoever. It's really just kind of, yeah, okay. If you've ever had maraschino cherries, like, they usually come in like little bottle or like little jars, right? And then, they got like the liquid that they're in. This basically tastes like if you just took that liquid that they've been stewing in and then very lightly carbonated it. I'm not joking. Like, I expected it to be sweet, sure, but like cherries by themselves, they've got more dimension than just the sweetness. And even if you wanted to just focus on the sweetness, fine. Okay, that's okay too. But you need to create some type of contrast, either up the carbonation level or do something to give it, because as is, like, it's not horrible or anything, but like it's, there's so little carbonation in it, it's almost flat. It's not, like, I can taste some, but like, I mean, you can see it. It's not flat, but like, for me personally, I like a carbonated soda. Like, if you're going to give me a soda, I don't want you to skimp on the carbonation. Now, I know that, that's going to vary person to person. It also seems to vary depending on kind of where you are in the world. Some places prefer it more or less. Fair dues. I like a soda that has bite. It's nothing wrong with a nice smooth soda, but like, give me something to hold on to. This, there is almost nothing to hold on to. It is just kind of sweet, and then I don't know, like, again, they're leaning into the maraschino aspect of it, fine, but it doesn't even have like a strong cherry taste. It just, again, it tastes like the shit that, just the liquid that the cherries kind of sit in. Aww, that's lame. And it just tastes, I mean, no offense to Marcella, they, I know they do have other products available. I only picked up this one. I'm sure I'll try some of the other ones in the future. Hopefully they're better than this, because it honestly just tastes kind of cheap. Like, the closest thing I can describe it to, there's a chain of like specialty soda stores in Illinois called Rocket Fizz. There's a few of them, not a lot, but and I've reviewed plenty of stuff from them. They're a great spot. They actually have their own sodas with their own branding on it, and they come in interesting flavors. And at a glance, that sounds awesome, but in reality, the flavors themselves are very kind of one-dimensional and not actually that impressive. That's what this reminds me of. This feels more like a gimmick soda instead of like an actual proper, we put time into making this a really nice tasting soda. Because there's just nothing to grab onto. It's just... Yeah, that's just... It just tastes weak and kind of cheap. Alright. 2 questions have to be asked. Not really. Would I get this again? Would I recommend this? Oh, the third question, did this uplift my mood? No, and fuck no. If anything, I'm more pissed off than I was before. I was so ready for this to be really good, too, because I did actually review something similar to this from another company. I can't think of it what it was off the top of my head, but if you look through my reviews, type in Brandon's Sampler Platter Cherry Soda or some shit, probably find it. And that I loved. Like, I thought that was a really great soda. And it was one that still emphasized the sweetness, but it had depth and character. This has nothing. It's just entirely... It's practically just sugar water. No, I would never get this again. It's... I mean, it's not, like, atrociously bad or anything, but, like, it's so disappointing that it's almost worse. That it's worse than if it were bad. At least if it were bad, it had character. I could say, okay, well. I can't say that with this. This is just... if I'm recommending it, I'm not. I'm really not. Like I said, I got this from Menards. I appreciate that Menards has, like, interesting sodas and stuff. I think that's cool. Not all of them are going to be winners, obviously, and this one, for me, is a complete dud, and it's not one that I would recommend to anybody. I think it looks enticing. I think it has all the right wording, it's maraschino, it's Italian-style soda. Like, all of that sounds cool. At the end of the day, it's very cheap. I wouldn't even say one-dimensional. It's like 0.5-dimensional soda that, honestly, like, if I'd bought this at, like, a dollar store, that would have made some sense to me. But not at Menards. So, yeah, 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of your week, monumental rest of your month, stupendous rest of your year. Folks, go over there, have yourselves a truly proper cherry soda-tastic rest of your life. Typically, I try to be like, no, I'm not giving that to this. No. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity into the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do if you can't do it all the time? I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Now, folks, it's not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. Life can be stressful and frustrating and just bullshit sometimes, folks. when we find ourselves in situations where we have to deal with said bullshit, it's important we go over there whenever possible. Take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives, hopefully. Do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, you know what? Have you ever tried this particular brand of soda? Have you found one at Menards? If so, let me know, and let me know what your personal take on it was. Like, typically speaking, you know, I try to be pretty, you know, I try not to be, like, overly abrasive to a given brand or product, because it's like, you know, hey, different people like different things. I'm sure there's people who probably like this, and I'm not trying to dunk on anybody, but this to me is absolute swill. This is genuinely not good. So, I'm interested to hear, hey, if you can defend it, feel free. I'm not, you know, no judgment. Plead your case.